What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Laheen, back at it with another vid. And in today's vid, we're gonna be talking about my thoughts on high school and life after high school. So, for one, I will say that in high school, is like living at home for real. If you somebody that's living at home, it's like living at home. Like it's just you comfortable. You know, you go to high school, you go to school every day. Do what you do in your classroom. You just play around. You ain't even got to take it serious for it. Just play around. And, you know, the day end, go home, same shit every day. But when it comes to like after high school, it's way different. But yeah, man. Like, and it's a mentality thing. Like, in high school, you still really a kid for real. You don't really know what's really going on in the world until you like graduate or you end up going to college. You start seeing that like, you know, you ain't really got that much time to just waste and just, you know, mess around and shit. But I don't know, it's like after high school, I think like shit really get real, especially from like the ages of like 18 to like 20, because bro, time just started flying, gang. Like, you was in high school, like, I can remember, like, time not really moving for real. It would take, like, it'll take so much time for it to get to summertime or, like, winter break or some shit. It would take hella long, but now it's just, like, time to just zoom in. It's already been, like, what, 2 years since I graduated? Yeah, in my mind, it's like, that shit just flew. So, yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, so much has changed since high school game. Like, I don't even know, but I still had a job. I had a job since I was like 14, so I always worked and shit. But like, as far as like a mentality type thing, like I ain't have like as many goals as I got now. Like I couldn't really see a lot of things like in my head. It was still so far away from me, like as far as reality, like having a car or like, you know, doing certain shit like that. I don't know, it's kind of just wasting time, low key. I think we all do that and have done that, but yeah. Another thing is, high school is like, bro, so many things there's so many like different paths you could take from high school going forward. Like after high school, like you can go to college. Yeah, you could take that route, but I don't know. I low-key feel like college is a waste of time because it's like you could have been working since like what, sophomore year, probably ninth grade, all the way up to like senior year to when you graduate, and you could already have saved enough money. You could have got your license, save enough money to buy you a car. So by the time you ready to graduate, you got you a car, boom. And then you can start even saving up more, or you can, since you got a car now, you can go apply for some different type of jobs and, you know, go from there and then save it for a crib, you know. But if you go to college, that's where you get the student debt, student loans and shit like that. And then college itself is that's a whole nother like, you know, thing to focus on that you gotta focus on. You can't just like, I mean, a lot of people drop out of college and still like make it in life, you know. I ain't saying you gotta like stay in college, but like, you know, it's just like it's all about time in my opinion. I didn't want to go to college because I didn't want to just like waste my time for real. I already knew I like school, like I just can't do school, bro. School is just like, I don't know, bro. I can't just go to school and just sit down and just, I don't know. Cause like, unless I'm making money from the shit. If I'm making money from it, alright, school is valuable. I mean, it's valuable. It's like, it's worth my time for me to sit down and, you know, but nah, bro. Like, I can honestly say right now, if I would've went to college instead of taking the route that I took, cause I took a gap year. When I graduated, I knew I wasn't finna go to college because one, who was finna pay for that shit? And then two, bro, like I said, I can't do school like that for real. Unless I know I'm gonna get a huge benefit from it, you know. And then as I'm hearing now, like on YouTube and like shit everywhere, a lot of college students that have graduated still ain't find. They having like a hard time finding a job and shit. So you feel me? Just all that time they took to do all that, and then they wasted even more time not being able to find a job. So it's like, you know, my kind of plan was like, I just wanted to take a little gap year and then save up and then get a car and then save up for a crib. And I pretty much did that. And yeah, if I would have went to college, I probably would have. I probably would have done that. I probably would have moved out to like 24, like 25 or some shit. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. After high school, really, like, shit kind of do get a little real, like, but it's kind of like, it ain't even necessarily a bad thing, though, because it's just like, I don't know, that you can't really expect life to be easy. And I think that life getting this real after high school, it really like made me get out there and really like go after what I gotta get done, you know, because and what's crazy is like I see a lot of people in here like saying that you gotta quit certain shit, you gotta quit certain addictions or certain things like that. And I'm not saying that you ain't even got to, but from my experience, bro, like I ain't have to quit smoking. I ain't have to quit doing certain things that I always do on a day-to-day basis. Like even now, I still smoke and shit like that. But that I just found out for me, like that ain't really stopped me from doing or from accomplishing what I need to get done. Like this, in my opinion, it's really all a mindset thing. You just gotta stay up on yourself. You gotta stay, you know, talking to yourself, telling yourself what you want, telling yourself that you want certain things, that you need certain things, you know, and like really envisioning yourself achieving those type of things. Like, I'm not gonna lie, gang, everything I really want to achieve, like so far right now, my two biggest goals I had coming out of high school was getting a car and, you know, moving out, really, to be honest, because that's just adulting. I don't know, that's something I expected, that's something that was expected of me to do, you know. I already knew, like, I didn't want to be 21 and still living with my parents or any of my family members, because it just wouldn't feel right. So ever since I graduated high school, I pretty much kept that goal in mind. And one thing that did help me achieve my first goal, which was getting a car, is my brother, because he was already like, I don't know, just seeing him do certain shit really like kept my mind a sense of urgency. Like, I got a twin brother and he bought his car first and he moved out before me. But me seeing him buy his car first, I'm not gonna lie, it really kept me focused, and it kept me like feeling like I had to like hurry up and get shit done. Like, it kept me moving with a sense of urgency, not gonna lie, because without him, I probably would have still got a car and moved out, but it probably would have happened a little bit later on, like probably a year later or some shit. It probably wouldn't have been so soon, and what's crazy is I moved out quicker than I bought my car. Like, it took way longer for me to get a car than it did for me to move out, which is crazy, because that's hella progress, and that's really showing me something about life, because it just shows me that like the more you spend focusing on what you want and actually focusing on putting the actions and work towards it, the quicker you'll get it. But that might not be like universal or like, you know, general for everybody. It might take longer for people to achieve whatever they got in their mind than other people. But in general, like, the more effort, the more work you put towards your goals, the more progress you'll make over time. So, and that's what I learned though when it came to after high school and shit though, because I can say from my experience, I pretty much locked in. And it wasn't a perfect journey in terms of like achieving certain things and moving forward to the next goal and shit. It wasn't really perfect. It took its time and its course and shit. Had my little obstacles, but Yeah, man, that's just a part of the journey and shit. But yeah, it's going pretty smooth throughout the high school. You know, I'm grateful to be in the position I am right now. And now we just gonna have to just keep moving on to the next goals and shit. Yeah, my next goal right now is to really just to become like, I want to become big on YouTube and social media in general. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna just keep staying consistent with this, and we're just gonna see where it takes me and shit. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on life after high school and high school in general for this point. It had its own time and shit and ending. And now we moving on to the next stage of life. So y'all gonna be see how my journey goes and shit. And we gonna stay in tune, man. So that's it for the vid. I'm gonna see y'all in the next vid. Peace out.
I've been on bullshit ever since I tested up. Feelings got a cooling kit, I've been running out of love. I'm awake now, I can finally show you love. Brandon Drake's out, since he said you like it rough. I got fame now, I can finally turn you up. Rick, Lacey, Jella, Rick, Lacey, Jella, Rick, Lacey, Jella, Rick, Lacey, Jella. All these niggas just be lame me fuck. Nigga be talking about I ain't gon' make it, nigga just shut the fuck up. I didn't make too many hits, nigga this can't be luck. You can't copy all my fits, nigga this cost a buck. I still ride the vitamins, that shit give me luck. Where the fuck are all my friends, they done lost my trust. She wants me, won't get off my body. Girl, go find a hobby. Why the fuck you going on about me? She keep on begging to get me sloppy. Then she go back to a nigga probably. Rick, Lacey, Jella, Rick,